the fact that this was shooting all in Paris was, to me at the beginning, a dream. I didn't actually think it would be possible. And then we all got to be there. And now it really feels like a dream because we just can't go and explore it the same way. I had been to Paris, growing up, and then for work, but never for more than a few days at a time. So I've never been a local. I've never been there for more than a week. So for me to get to have these experiences as Lily going to Paris, and then as well as Emily, there were a lot of meta opportunities for me there. I didn't have hot water for 2 weeks, didn't have heating, my elevator stopped working. There are lots of miscommunications with language, and so I definitely felt as though the crew were maybe trying to make me have meta experiences, but no, they just actually happened. So I think living and breathing within that city, and the city itself is very much a character. It would be impossible to not have Emily in Paris without the actual Paris element to it. And there's just something so rich in the history, the architecture, the aesthetic of the city that totally lends itself to the experience. And being able to shoot in places like Café de Flore, the Paris Opera House, the Loire Valley, just down random cobblestone streets. I mean, you just can't replicate those. So it definitely enabled the story, I think, to come alive in a whole new way. I totally get the comparisons between Sex and the City and the show because it's a Darren Star and Patricia Field collaboration. And so that totally makes sense. And, Carrie loved fashion, Emily loves fashion. But down to the actual fine tuning of both of the storylines, they are very, very different. I think that Emily, like myself, grew up watching Sex and the City. I think she really loved Carrie Bradshaw as well as the other characters, and probably had pictures saved of what Carrie wore at certain times when she was traveling, or different attitudes or attributes that Carrie had. I think they both love what they do. They both love to work, and very much let their life experiences incorporate those life experiences into their work. But ultimately, we didn't want to create a new Carrie because Carrie is Carrie, and Sarah Jessica Parker is Sarah Jessica Parker. So we didn't want to recreate anything, and hopefully Emily stands out as Emily herself. But she also, she loves fashion, and I think to be compared to Carrie Bradshaw would probably be something that Emily would be very flattered by. But I think she would never want to recreate one of her icons.